Hello, this is Andrew with Central Missouri Collectibles, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over about $1,000 in new coin purchases that I made today by traveling a few hours away. So let's go ahead and get started. Up first here, I've got a 2-cent piece here, graded good 4 by PCGS. And if you look at it, you can see the lines on the shield, which I think shows that it should be a higher grade. But somehow it only got a good 4, so that's pretty interesting. Here I've just got an MS-66 Washington quarter, 1957. It was just pretty cheap, so I ended up picking it up. And here I've got a CAC-G graded Proof 66, 1955 Roosevelt dime. Once again, was pretty inexpensive, and CAC-G holders tend to sell pretty well for me, so I just picked that one up as well. Up next, we'll go into some of the U.S. coins here. I was able to get quite a bit of type from a pawn shop. Here we've got a 1930 wheat cent that's uncirculated. Does have some corrosion on the back, but still was a good deal. 1865 Indian head cent. We've got an 1862 Indian head cent. And then I've got a pair of 3 1859s, which are the first year of the Indian head, and have that different reverse than all the rest of the years, which is pretty neat. Then I was able to pick up 2 1858 Flying Eagle cents, with this one being quite a bit nicer than the other one. So nice little pair there as well. Here I've got a 1827 Matron head large cent, and then an 1810 classic head large cent, which is pretty difficult to see. I've got a hold 3-cent piece. Here I've got a nice 1870 shield nickel. And then an 1868 shield nickel with a little bit of damage, but still was at a good price. And then here we've got an 1853 half dime, which is hold. And then a pair of seated quarters here in 1878 and 1876. And the 1876s have been selling very fast for me, so that's why I picked that one up, since it's a 150-year anniversary of that date. And here we've got a 1900 Great Britain sixpence in super good condition, probably VF to XF, super nice coin. And then here, I got this one off of auction today. We've got an 1806 half real from Mexico, and it is the Mexico City Mint. So that's a good find as well. Moving into this lot of world silver here, I was able to pay $550 for it, so I thought that was pretty fair. Here we've got a French 5 francs with the Ceres head design. Pretty nice coin, and it is 1849. Here I've got a German 3 mark from 1909, and it is a Bayern or Bavaria, Germany. Got a couple other larger ones here. I've got a 1906 50 centavos from Mexico, and then a 1914 florin from Australia. And then I did pick up a few copper pieces as well. This one here is a AB love token on top of a Canadian large cent, so that's kind of neat. And then I've got a Napoleon III 1862 10 centimes. This here is pretty neat, a 1705 King William copper penny or half penny from Great Britain. And then I've got a Anglesey Druid, also from England. Pretty neat coin, 1793. Was able to pick up an East African 10 cents. It is hold, unfortunately, but a decent coin there. And then I've got a Jamaica 1 penny here, 1942. Just a good item for whatnot. And then I had a few more items here. A German Third Reich coin, and then a 1947 India. Looks like a quarter rupee. So pretty neat. And then I was able to pick up all of this world silver here as well. Actually, this is not silver. Another copper nickel coin, a 1 rupee from the Seychelles. Moving into this, We've got a Japanese coin here. Not exactly sure. I think they're 25 yen, but I could be wrong on that. Here we've got a 5 lire from Italy, 1927. This type always seems to sell pretty well. We've got apologize for that. We've got a half rupee here, 1899. We've got another German Third Reich coin from 1939. It does have the symbol on there, so I need to try to cover that up if possible. Here we've got a Guatemalan 25 centavos from 1891. That type always sells well. And then we've got a Guatemalan 1 real from 1894. And then here we've got a bunch of coins that are going to be good items for Whatnot. We've got a 1913 S, 20 centavos from the Philippines. We've got a 50 centimes from France that is uncirculated. We've got an Australian 3 pence and 6 pence. I did end up picking up a lot of Australian coins just because those tend to sell pretty well on Whatnot. And there's an example of those. I was able to get a 10 centavos from the Philippines in nice shape as well. Here is an 1879 half franc from Switzerland. Here I've got an 1885 10 centimos from Spain. Some more of the same items here. Here we've got a couple coins from Venezuela. And with the news on them recently, they've been selling quite well and Whatnot. Here we've got a couple 6 pences, a 1916 from Australia, and then one here from the UK, 1907. Here is a South Florida or Cuban coin. Those always sell well on Whatnot. And then here in 1883, 20 centimes, or centimos, sorry, from Spain. Here we've got a 1861 half golden from the Netherlands. So that's old and better. We've got a couple more older U.S. Philippines coins here, 1910 and 1911. This was just a super nice Canadian dime, so I picked that up, 1966. Here we've got an Egyptian coin, which tends to sell pretty well. And then a bunch more 3 pences here, one from New Zealand, and then several from Australia, as well as a Canadian 5 cents here. Pretty low grade. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video today and found something you may be interested in purchasing. And if you did, you can find them on my eBay page, which is Central Missouri Collectibles, or my Whatnot, which is under the same username. Have a great day.